WideSide Sports. Welcome into the side that is wide.
That's a good one. I like that one.
Shooting down from the mountaintops.
Nice.
With my stone tablets.
I saw a TikTok and I wanted to send it to you, but I always forget. Like I'll just keep scrolling and like, I should have sent that one, and then I lose it. But it was a video of this lady, and then people like watch it, and then however they do like a reaction to it afterwards. Well, it came from the Your Mama's House podcast. It was Tom and his wife reacting to it, and the girl is on a video, and she goes, "Hey, my name is so and so. I struggle with attention. I'm not diagnosed ADHD. I just struggle with attention. I'm a procrastinator." She goes, "But one thing that I found out that helps me is, as soon as I put a plug in, I'm laser focused. I get all my stuff done, get my laundry done, all this stuff." And she goes, "I'm just focused." She goes, "But you can't sleep, but you can't forget about it and sleep with it in, because I've done that before and bad things happen. I just want to give everybody an answer if you're struggling with the same things I'm struggling with." And that's the video. And she's talking about a butt plug.
Yeah, but what happens?
That's what Tom's like, I want to know what happens. And so they Google like what would happen, and apparently your beehole obviously is a muscle.
Sphincter.
Yes, when you expand it for long periods of time, it takes a while for it to come back to normal.
Right.
So I'm assuming just like poo is just leaking out of her is what I would guess.
Oh.
And that would be the reason to not leave it in for an extended period of time. Just a weird video. Just a weird one that I thought that was her PSA announcement to people struggling with attention.
Tell you what, man, you wake up and there's just shit everywhere. That's a bad fucking a bad day now.
Oh man.
So I just can't keep my house clean. But as soon as I put a butt plug in,
and I am laser focused.
On it.
I am laser focused.
Maybe I'll try that because I like, it's that time of the year where I don't like going to work anymore.
Yeah.
Well, I never really do, but it's burnout stage of like, maybe I just put a butt plug in. Get those cups cut.
Get those cups cut.
Spray those greens. I get it done. Man, you're spraying these. Everything's getting done.
Yeah. I'm focused.
Tell you what the trick is.
That's my favorite part, where she was offering advice to people to put in a butt plug to keep her attention focused.
Like it.
If I got something on my ass, there's nothing I'm more focused on than the thing that's up my ass. That's the only thing that I'm focused on. I can't do anything else right now. I have something there. Because
they're gonna have to check that the NFL as soon as somebody breaks an 80-yard touchdown. I just check his asshole.
You gotta plug in. Because I can imagine. Like, I just think about it like, if I gotta poop really bad, I'm only focused on
not pooping.
Yeah. That. Yeah. I don't give a shit anything else happens. So, yeah, I just can't imagine that.
As soon as I put a plug in. And the fact you just call it a plug.
That's what she called it. Yeah, just a plug. Put a plug in.
Standard plug. It's got a tail on it.
Yeah. Wanted to be a fox today.
Yeah. That was always my favorite thing of like, when that all started happening, like the butt plugs with the tails and stuff, and it was like the foxtail.
Uh-huh.
And then it was just like the fucking Super Mario Brothers is weird now.
Yeah, it's super weird. Super weird. Yeah, I just thought that was a funny announcement that she had to make on TikTok, is put the plug into focus.
That was a funny thing about talking about sending videos on TikTok is you sent me one.
Yeah.
That was exactly the one that I sent you like the day before.
Really?
Yeah. It was back-to-back messages.
Some of them that you send me don't work.
It was the American Dad one. Nathan, this is why you keep... you sent that, I clicked. Obviously, I watched because I love that.
Yeah.
But the message right above it was me sending you that same one.
See, I clicked on it and nothing popped up.
Go,
yeah, it wouldn't go. Yeah. That's funny, though.
But that is one.
Yeah.
Nathan, this is why you keep getting molested. Then the next scene of that is, so we're going to keep this party going or what?
Nathan!
God, I fucking love that show.
Yeah, it is good. It is good.
That is still I think I said that last week, the one of like, why would he leave these pants here?
Yeah.
Oh, they're full of shit. Oh, I think I've solved this mystery.
I still laugh. Some of the hardest is like when the kid, the son, like just breaks out into song and he randomly has abs and everything.
Yeah.
This is his boy band.
Like that one where they're in the fucking diner. Go over see if they get any Keith Sweat up in there. My body on your body, baby.
I do like that show.
Yeah, it's because that like you can tell the distinction of when they went to TBS.
Yeah,
of like we're just gonna try to make this more raunchy.
Yeah,
of like they always say shit.
Yep,
and at some point in the episode they're gonna say dick.
Mm-hmm.
We all saw his dick hit the wall. It's always something of like, if you got to get it in there, get it in there.
We have to. We're allowed to say it. We got to get it in there.
But I will tell you, yesterday,
yeah,
I'm a big fan of that. I think you should leave that Tim Robinson.
Yes, me too. Me too.
And I didn't know it existed. And I found it yesterday because there's 2 seasons on Comedy Central and they canceled it because it's Comedy Central.
Yeah.
The Detroiters.
Okay.
Oh my, that might be the funniest fucking TV show.
Yeah. Oh, the
I've
Detroiters?
ever seen.
The Detroiters.
Yes.
Huh. Is that
it's him?
Okay.
And I'll try to think of.
Is it an actual TV show or is it skits?
No.
Oh, it's an
TV show.
Actual TV show.
They are him and his best friend. Like he's married to his best friend's sister.
Okay.
And his best friend and him are small business ad men.
Okay.
In Detroit, Michigan.
Gotcha. The Detroit.
And the guy that plays his buddy, you'll know who he is.
I'm looking it up. The black dude.
Yeah.
Bro, that's on his
Sam
show.
Richardson.
Yeah.
Okay. And he's been in like Veep. He's been in a lot of stuff. He's super funny.
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious.
The Detroiters.
I'll just tell you how it opens up.
Okay.
Is they're shooting. It opens the original episode with them shooting a commercial for the Hot Tub King of Detroit. And it's very low budget local fucking commercial. So the whole thing is to make it like a hot tub. Like he says stuff
and
they're going to, out of frame, throw some water on him.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hot tub. So the hot water needs to be hot. Dude, they pull it off like they've got like one of those little outdoor things, got it in a pot.
Yeah.
It is fucking boiling. they throw it on him and he's just going, ah! It's like, but it's originally just like, why did it have to be hot? It didn't have to be warm. They can't see that. They fucking just scalded him with fucking boiling water. That was like the opening scene of the fucking show.
That's awesome.
But it is
just try and find
like the funny stuff that from like all the stuff from I Think You Should Leave.
Yeah.
Like hot dogs are also very, because it's a Michigan thing, they like hot dogs. But it's hey, here's your breakfast hot dog.
Yeah.
I mean, but like everything about the I Think You Should Leave comes from like this.
Yeah.
Except and it's like a whole thing of like trying to get clients and they're poaching our clients and they're doing this. We're trying to get Chrysler but you're doing hot tub commercials.
The hot dog stuff and the I Think You Should Leave. All of the ones that have to do with hot dogs are so
hilarious.
Freaking hilarious. The one where he's like, "Would you have lunch?" When he says a hot dog bowl, I almost pissed my pants.
That's from the Detroiters show.
Oh, is
That's
it?
not from I Think You Should Leave.
Okay.
That's a part of him actually getting a checkup.
Gotcha. That's hilarious. Oh, that's from Detroiters.
That's from Detroiters.
Oh, okay.
Like if you watch it, you'll see like a couple of those things that you'll see on TikTok is actually from this show.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Because I've watched all the seasons and I didn't see that scene in the season. I just seen the clip.
That's actually from the show.
Okay, that makes sense then. That's funny though. The hot dog though, when he drives the hot dog car into the building, it's like, guys, the funny thing is, it could be any one of us.
Dude, when they go, you're the only one dressed like a hot dog. He goes, no, that guy. And he looks and goes, damn it.
One of the underrated ones that I don't see a clip of is he takes like the haunted tour. Have you seen that one?
I don't know.
So there's a bunch of, it's basically like a haunted house. And the tour guide, he goes, all right, guys, it's after 10 o'clock. This is the adult tour. You guys can say whatever you want. And he just goes like, where do you think these fuckers lived at?
Yeah.
Like, have you seen that? They just need a bunch of like jizz everywhere. He's like, what? He goes, you said we could say whatever we wanted. That was awesome.
That was another one of like they were in the Detroiters because jizz comes up also.
Yeah.
Like so he comes up, goes, this is him and his buddy, and then this girl that works for him comes up and goes, are you guys jerking off in here? He goes, do you see jizz everywhere? He's like, if we were jerking off, there'd be jizz everywhere.
Oh God.
It is so. I think it's on Paramount.
Okay.
Is what it's on.
Gotcha.
Because I seen it through Prime.
Okay.
I'm like, well, I fucking love these two guys.
Yeah, they're funny.
And then as soon as I start, it's like, oh my God. And then it's like, so then you got to look up, like, why the fuck did this get canceled? This is fucking amazing.
Yeah, Comedy Central
canceled. It's on Comedy Central. They said the numbers weren't doing it. Well, nobody watched Comedy Central.
Yeah. Yeah, you put
like,
that on Netflix
for
or something?
sure. If you're going to do I Think You Should Leave, maybe hire both of them and let's just continue this story because it was amazing.
Yeah. I think you should leave. And I never seen it before until like TikTok clips started popping up. Yeah. Funny. The Casket TV.
Oh, fuck. Corncob TV.
Corncob TV.
Just show you the ones where the bodies fly out. 1 out of every 5 is naked. How funny would that be, though?
Oh, shit.
A fucking open casket. But like, for some reason, they just don't put clothes on bodies anymore.
Yeah.
It's just, hey, why is the body dead or fucking naked?
Just he was a nudist. This is his natural state.
I didn't fucking do this. Casket flop.
Casket flop. My favorite. It's just so random. The one where the poo. Have you seen that one? Or at the birthday party, where he eats he gets him the present and then like he's like all about like, hey, do you like it?
Yeah.
Hey, do you like? Well, why'd you keep the receipt if you like it? And then he eats the receipt and he instantly goes, it's like, oh my God, my stomach hurts. He's like, why'd you eat the receipt? He's like, I don't. You went to the bathroom earlier. I don't think you washed your hands after you pooped. And he goes, my stomach hurts because I think you didn't wash your hands. And then somebody eats another one and gets sick too. And she goes, yeah, he didn't wash his hands when he pooped. It's disgusting. And everybody leaves the party. Fucking funny. Or the piece of shit one where that baby, I guess the baby's crying. I'll hold him. The baby's still crying. Probably because I used to be a huge piece of shit. That's the whole thing. The sloppy steaks.
Because then that came a thing too of like people get fucking pissed because kids were pouring water on fucking steaks and steakhouses.
The sloppy steaks. Because I used to have my hair slicked back. He goes, isn't your hair slicked back now? This is pushed back, not slicked back.
They can't stop you from pouring your water on your steak. It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Oh my God, he's so fucking hilarious.
He is. And they said he spent some time on SNL, but I don't.
Well, because at the beginning of this, like in the first season, like Jason Sudeikis sent a couple episodes.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Like in the series was produced by Lorne Michaels.
Gotcha.
But it's like, man, it's so fucking good.
Yeah, that's he's funny. His facial expression, just everything about him is funny.
I mean, the whole thing and it being about Detroit and stuff, and people are like, hey, is this safe neighborhood? He's like, yeah. And they're like, all right, well, we were going to get something to eat. It's a couple blocks away. We're going to walk. I was, don't fucking walk. You're going to get murdered. He's like,
God, yeah, he's funny. He's funny.
That guy, Sam, like he's great, like in Veep and stuff, the black guy.
The black dude, yeah.
He's fucking great, too.
He was funny in Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates.
Yeah.
He was funny in that. He's in a couple other ones where he kind of plays like an off character. Funny. Good there?
Yeah, that was a good hit.
Touch about died.
Well, going between vaping and smoking in the same sitting, it hits fucking different.
I was going to say, you just lit one up. Now you're using the vape.
I'm about to light another one up to get rid of this.
Nice.
It's fucking great, man.
Nice.
I fucking love it. Fucking love it.
Oh gosh. So we had college football yesterday.
Good games.
Yeah, real good, solid games. I honestly thought like the Navy Notre Dame game would actually kind of be a game, but I was completely wrong. Yeah, just absolutely destroyed them. Absolutely destroyed them.
Well, it was one of those ones where, obviously being over in Ireland or whatever, it was timing being whatever, like a 2:30 start or whatever it was, which is a weird.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time I realized that it was on,
yeah,
it was like
it's
after
over.
3 or whatever, and I was like, oh, it's already 28. Yeah, I'm not watching
Watch
this.
that now. No, it's not like the USC game was any better either.
I think he pointed out that USC fucking sucks.
Yeah. You got 28 points at San Jose State?
Yeah, they're going to get... If you think they're going undefeated, no chance with the quarterbacks in that conference.
No.
Ohio State West. We'll score the points. We can't stop anybody, though.
Yeah. Nevada, Stanford. But they don't play any... I mean, right now, they have 2 ranked teams. Now, I know it'll change, but 2 ranked teams on their schedule.
Which is like, look at fucking November for them.
Yeah.
It's like fucking
it's
Utah,
like,
Oregon, Washington, you know.
Yeah. I mean, Colorado. I mean, who knows?
I'm so interested in that.
Me too. I'm very interested in that. I want to see, because you know that if they come out and they're not very good, then he's just going to get freaking shit on.
Yeah.
And it sucks because nobody else is getting that kind of.
Well, it's one of those things, like, if he wins 2 games, he doubled what they did the year previous.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I love how everybody's like, well, I don't know how they think they could win more than that with the team that they had last year. It's like nobody's on, nobody's there.
Yeah.
Like, he said, get the fuck out. You suck.
If you're not ready for this, then you need to leave now.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, they owned the transfer portal, obviously, with the kids he brought in from Jackson State. And yeah, crazy. If they win the conference,
oh my God,
I'm just speculating here, you know,
which they
could.
It's not like it's a dominant conference. Nobody plays defense out there.
I mean, if they win the conference, what do you have to say then?
Yeah.
What do you have to say then? Oh, the transfer portal is not any good. You know what I mean? I want to see everybody who's shitting on him. What if you win? What if you win 10 games? What if you make yourself bowl eligible?
That's it. If you make it to a bowl, that's a...
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah. I'm excited for that one. I just want to see how it goes. You know what I mean? I don't have any expectations. You win 4 games. Fantastic.
That is still my favorite thing, the original speech that he gave about, I brought my own luggage and it's Louis.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, there's no fucking hats and meetings and there's no hoodies. And he's wearing a hoodie and a hat while giving that speech. I'm like, hey, man.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Hey, coaches can do what they want. Think he's going to coach that cowboy hat on?
I hope so.
I hope so, too.
Going to be in a fucking wheelchair before long if those blood clots don't get figured out. That is fucked up.
Yeah. Oh,
man. Cut his leg off at some point.
Yeah. See, we got some, all the games this weekend, right?
Yeah, it opens up Saturday.
Opens up Saturday. This
is my favorite thing because they did, I didn't watch it because I'm not going to watch game day on a day they don't really have. I've already been listening to everybody's takes all summer. I don't want to just watch a 3-hour show to watch it talk about the takes that you've been giving all summer.
Yeah, yeah.
But boy, man, the fucking hate that McAfee gets every time that he's on game day. Oh,
I know.
And the ones I love is like, you know, the guys that buy their blue check mark on fucking Twitter.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, I respect everything he's done building his business, but it is just not working on game day. It's like, I feel like every time he's on, his name is fucking trending. I feel like it's doing pretty well.
I feel like he brings, like, game day used to be something that everybody watched.
Yeah.
Like it got so good that other networks had to start doing their own.
Yeah.
Just to get some traction before the game.
Yeah.
And he brings the energy back to it.
Well, that's the thing too of like everybody like the fact that they chose him over David Pollack. It was like that was never in, but they brought him in because of Lee Corso.
Yeah, they needed somebody to
They
replace
needed a
him.
wild card like Corso. He said fuck on the air. Fuck it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So they needed that guy.
Uh-huh. And that's what he brings.
That's what he's there.
Yeah, and they're not going to fire Corso. They're going to let him die on stage. I mean, basically,
do whatever you want to do.
Do whatever you want to do.
This is your show.
Yeah, you can go ahead and do whatever you want to do. But no, I mean, it's a fun crew to watch, and he brings that extra little oomph and excitement, and it gets the crowd into it. You know
just
like, yeah, they hate him.
Oh, it's I fucking love it.
Yeah, and his show's just as good.
Everybody's like, well, his show's going to suck now that he's moving to ESPN. It's like, I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same.
Be the same.
Well, yeah, but they're not going to let him do this. So, okay.
Yeah, it's going to be the same. They're funny either way. They say, I mean,
I'm intrigued of what because the way ESPN has been in the past.
Yeah.
Like last week, I don't know if you ever seen the clip. They had a cake because Gumpy got let back into the country.
Yeah, and
somebody fingered it.
Yeah.
And then it came back to, it looks like somebody put their dick in it. And then every time it came up, Connor's just like, show me your dick.
Yeah,
like,
I did see that.
I want to see that happen on ESPN. See how that goes?
Show me your dick.
Like, Pac-Man, show me your dick.
Yeah. Pac-Man, did you do it? I did see that. It's like, Pac-Man, did you do it? Why? Why? Because he's black? No, he's just real quiet over there. He's just real quiet over there. No. The thing that I'm kind of excited about is Alabama and I think really the SEC is kind of this is probably the first time I've been excited to watch the SEC just because there's a bunch of question marks. Can Georgia stay dominant?
Yeah.
Can Alabama find somebody to throw the ball to and somebody to throw the ball? And is LSU as good as what I think they are going to be?
After you gave that prediction last week, everything I watched this last week is like, hey, people are way too high on LSU. Like, they don't have
what they've had.
No.
Yeah.
It's like, basically, it's like, you gave that take, and then everything I watched, like, LSU is fucking garbage. Like, they're a year away still.
Yeah. To me, I look at it from the quarterback standpoint. You got a good quarterback, you have a chance to win just every game. The guy has started for 4 years in the SEC. He's the most experienced quarterback in the SEC. It's got to help.
Which also means he's not good.
Well, that too. But it's got to mean something in the grand scheme of things.
So I look at that like being at LSU, kind of how that was with the whole JT Barrett thing at Ohio State of like, hey, if you're playing for the fourth consecutive year, like you should have been gone. You're a quarterback at LSU or Ohio State.
Yeah.
You should have been gone by now.
Yeah. I mean, like A.J. McCarron stayed, but I know he didn't do well in the league. Yeah. But I mean, you know what I mean? I think there's there's always that one exception no matter what. And I don't know. I got a decent feeling about LSU.
Yeah. You could mainly just because there's no feelings anywhere else.
Yeah. Basically.
In Georgia, like I don't know that they even have a game until it's like Tennessee in November.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like with the Oklahoma thing happening and like.
Yep. Yeah. But I think everybody is talking about the whole Alabama thing with, they named a quarterback, but who's he throwing the ball to? What do they got?
Yeah.
And it's just going to be interesting.
Which I don't really like that Brandon Walker all that much.
Yeah.
But his take on Georgia was probably the best one when they're saying, well, they don't have a quarterback. He goes, yeah, but Georgia's team has never been based on their quarterback. It's based on their defense and running the ball.
Yeah.
And like Stetson Bennett was a good quarterback.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like, hey, he's going to drop back and throw 500 yards.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Like, hey, we're going to not let people score. We're going to run the ball, and then we're going to play action. That guy's going to be wide the fuck open.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's
what
their offense was.
Do.
I mean,
yeah. So it'll be interesting to see with Georgia. It's like, how do you keep pumping these dudes into the league and still being just as dominant on the defensive side of the ball? And I just want to see if it's legit.
There's a chance of something happening this year that we just haven't seen. And like if Georgia three-peats, like we haven't fucking seen that.
Yeah.
And if Georgia three-peats, that'll also be the first time that Nick Saban would have went 3 years without winning a national title.
Yeah.
Think about that shit.
That's crazy.
He has not went 3 consecutive years without a national championship.
That's crazy. That's wild.
That's fucking
a wild
crazy.
stat. Wow. Wow. That is crazy.
Yeah.
That is absolutely nuts to think about that. That's just pure dominance of the sport.
Yeah.
3, that'd be the first, man. That's crazy. Really think about that. That's absolutely nuts that you're that good.
Well, because I guess obviously I'm just saying that from Alabama, but how long did he coach at Michigan State?
I don't know.
Because you could even run that back to LSU because, he won a national championship at LSU and he was only there for 2 or 3 years.
Yeah. That's when he went to Miami, right?
To Miami, yeah.
Trying to see how long he was at M State. 83 to 87. No, wait.
He was
sorry. That was 95 to 99.
Okay, so he was there for 4 years.
Yeah. Yeah. LSU. Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's absolutely wild. Wild.
That's the other thing, too, of like people not remembering. Because all you remember is the dominance of Alabama since he's been there.
Yeah.
But people don't remember how fucking garbage Alabama was for like 20 years.
Yeah. Before,
they were terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. They were just not anything. I mean, you didn't. Nobody talked about them.
No, they just didn't exist.
No.
I mean,
you talked about the LSU's and
and Florida.
Yeah. Wow. 3 consecutive years. That'll be the first
time.
That's like amazing.
And because that was what they're talking about of like all the national championships he's won. I think I heard Joel Klatt saying that of like, because you have like Woody Hayes has like 5 and this has, but he's like, but some of those are splits.
Yeah.
So every one of Nick Saban's had to play a game to win it.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like somebody said, you're the best.
You're the best. There you go. Yeah. Amazing. The other one is Texas is very interesting to me. I know we talked a little bit about them last week, but I saw a take of Sarkisian being on the hot seat.
100%.
Yeah. And I thought that was interesting of what does he have to do to not be on the hot seat? Because they were talking about what he has to do, but it got brought up into the bigger picture of, he's got to make the playoffs. I don't think he has to make the playoffs.
That's a tall fucking order.
That's a really tall order. I mean, this is my personal opinion. If they beat Alabama, he's good for next year.
Yeah.
That would be my personal take. I don't think he has to do much else other than that.
I think the main thing, basically Quinn Ewers can't get hurt.
Yeah.
And main thing is because the way, I think a lot of it is just tired of hearing that Texas is back.
Yeah.
But the worst thing that could happen, the best and worst thing that can happen to him is to beat Alabama.
Yeah.
Because if you beat Alabama, and then you do your standard bullshit that you do every year and get blown out by Baylor, and don't make the playoff because you lost to somebody that what the fuck is this? That's
basically beat the teams you're supposed to beat.
Yeah, that's usually who they get beat by.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, like Oklahoma State last year put 58 on them. It's like, okay, that's awful. But no, that was one I saw that was on the hot seat was him, and then there was another one on the hot seat too that I was like kind of up in the air of getting fired, but I can't remember who that one was. I was more shocked that the whole segment was about Sark, and I'm like, yeah, but it's like
that's how Texas is, that border regions or whatever that they do of It's the bad thing about Texas is one, they get all these fucking players and they have the money and they all this shit, but all these boosters want to have their fingers on it.
Yeah, it's their
kind of like that Jerry Jones thing of I want some credit for this of well, you're not the fucking coach and you're not. I mean,
you get to celebrate with them, but it's not what have you done?
Yeah.
It's interesting. College football is back. And I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. Excited for football to be back.
I heard a different take too, obviously Big Ten wise, of it's a question of can Michigan win a national championship?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's basically no.
Yeah.
Because they've built teams to beat Ohio State.
Yeah.
Not to win.
The big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas Ohio State builds their teams basically to compete with, they play SEC teams tougher than they play Michigan.
Yeah.
because that's what they're built for.
Mm-hmm.
But then it was that talk of like, because Michigan's built to beat Ohio State.
Yeah.
And then Penn State has done the same thing. Penn State is built to beat Ohio State.
Yeah.
But not
that next level.
Not that next level.
Yeah.
Because the way you have to attack SEC schools is we have to have these receivers and we have to have,
yeah.
If you think you're going to line it up, pound the fucking football against the SEC, you got another thing fucking coming.
Exactly.
Because even the shit teams stop the run down in the SEC.
Yeah. No, that's a good take on that. And I agree with that. Michigan doesn't have the firepower.
Nope.
I mean, you saw it last year in the playoffs. They didn't have the firepower to beat TCU. They had, like you said, that they have enough dudes up front to beat Ohio State.
Yeah.
And that's what Ohio State. That's what their Achilles heel is stopping the run. And JJ McCarthy, say what you want about him. He's not a national championship quarterback.
He's okay.
But
he did it to Ohio State. It's like the guys were open by 30 fucking yards.
Yeah. I mean, the one should have been a 5-yard gain, but dude missed a tackle and he housed it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not. He didn't really do anything all that spectacular.
Right.
He just made the right decisions.
Yep.
So it is what it is. I wouldn't be shocked if they beat Ohio State again.
I wouldn't be shocked if Ohio State had 2 or 3 losses.
Oh, okay.
Or were also undefeated.
Yeah. That in that range of things.
I mean, that's just 100% can lose at Michigan. 100% can get beat by Penn State because Ohio State's never played Penn State well.
No, not in Happy Valley.
Ever.
No,
They always, it's in Columbus.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did say that, yeah.
But even at that, it's always, even when Penn State sucks, it's close. It's kind of one of those weird things like they always have, kind of like Indiana.
Yeah.
Like Ohio State never blows out Indiana. It's always a close fucking game for some reason.
Some odd thing.
But they also have to go to Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And you know what Wisconsin is.
Yep.
But they have fucking players because they've always had players.
Yep. Yeah. And I don't think Nebraska is winning games this year, but Matt Rule has proven he's a good college football coach.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he put Baylor back on the map of some kind of gumption there. Respectable, I should say. Yeah. So he's going to do good things in Nebraska because Nebraska, they can recruit the Midwest there. They can do what they do. And then, like you said, Wisconsin, Fickell has also proven that he can be a good coach.
Figure something out.
Yeah.
The Wisconsin thing is they could never score.
Yeah.
And he brings that 3-3-5 stack in. And we're not giving up big plays. Like, you're going to have to sustain this drive for 12. And then Ohio State's Achilles heel is once they get in the red zone, they can't pump it in because they can't run the fucking football.
Yeah.
So that's
tough.
That's a tough game.
It'll be a tough game. I want to see what Wisconsin does offensively with Fickell. He likes the spread look. He's not the double tight eye stuff like that. So I want to see if they can do some of the things, do something different than what we've seen Wisconsin football. That
and the most interesting thing is still fucking Iowa.
Yeah.
Hey, you got to average 25 a game or we're firing your son.
Yep. This is a tall
That's
task.
fucking great.
What? I mean, man. And that, what? That sucks for that guy. Not the coach, the OC.
Yeah.
It's like, how much fucking pressure is on that dude that wow. Dude, I would rather just to be like, just fucking fire me. I don't need this. I don't need this kind of pressure on me,
but he also can't because he knows he'll never get another job.
That's a good point.
But that's the other thing, too, of like, you could feel this lot of pressure that they're saying that you got to do this to keep your job. But when they also run that stat out, like if you'd have just averaged 20 points a game over the last 2 years, you'd have had 2 10-win fucking seasons.
I know.
So,
yeah.
I mean,
that's
if you can't put it at a place like Iowa, that first off, all your offensive linemen are in the NFL.
Yeah.
All your fucking tight ends with 0 catches in college are studs in the NFL.
Yeah.
The fact you can't score 20 points is
shocking.
College.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
And on that side of the division.
Yes, exactly. On the bad side of the division, yeah. They took the 25-point thing. Like you said, though,
that's a lot to average, though.
Yeah, that's a lot to average, especially for a team who averages 8.
Yeah.
Man, this is tough. tough stuff. And then Maryland, they said that I've heard they're the sneaky team to come in and beat some teams.
Yeah,
and
just snag somebody on a, which is that was their talking about Michigan, because it's like in between like either Michigan State and Ohio State or Penn State and Ohio State, they play Maryland.
But yeah.
Which when you look at last year is like they should have got beat by Illinois before that Ohio State game.
Yep.
I mean, like that's a dangerous spot.
If I would say that game goes differently if they get beat by Illinois.
Oh yeah, 'cause the season's over.
Yeah, you don't,
because you can't lose to Illinois and still make it.
Yeah. Oh man, Illinois will be interesting too.
Yeah,
because they made some noise right there in the Big Ten, and who knows what they're going to do again. But
that to me, the Big Ten is still the most interesting on if you end up catching that round robin scenario.
Yeah.
I mean that, Penn State beats Michigan and Ohio State beats Penn State, and then Michigan beats Ohio State of like,
nobody gets in.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
You could have a spot where a Big Ten nobody
team
gets in.
Yeah, yeah. That'd be really weird. Be the first time in the CFP where not a Big Ten team's in.
Yeah.
A lot of new faces too.
Yeah,
a lot of new coaches, a lot of different things, and
like I'm interested in Nebraska. Can you can't say it's Nebraska back, but
can you compete?
Can you be competitive? Can you kind of get that black shirt back?
Yeah,
kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Wisconsin's big time. I mean, Minnesota's okay. PJ Fleck's a piece of shit.
Yeah,
but they're okay and can beat somebody.
Yeah,
I think Illinois is on the
rise up there. Yeah, yeah, and then. The Big Ten's interesting because their bad teams are starting to make some moves. You know what I'm saying? We didn't talk about Illinois. We didn't talk about Iowa. We didn't talk about Nebraska for like 5 years. Maryland's kind of coming up. They're trying to do something.
That's still my favorite thing, though, on the whole Illinois thing with Bielema.
Yeah.
Of like, you were successful at Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go to Arkansas and then just trash. This is where football's played, and then instantly are fucking terrible down there and back at Illinois. Of like,
hey
man, it's not for everybody. Plus, you went to a spot where you got to have success instantly because you can't recruit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Arkansas, I fucking hate them. And I hate their coach.
You hate their coach?
I fucking hate him.
I love their coach.
Because he gets a bye.
Oh,
because everybody fucking loves him. It's like your teams are fucking terrible.
Yeah, they're not any good.
And you get so much credit for almost winning.
Yeah.
Well, they almost beat Alabama. It's like, well, you lost by 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they were tied in the fourth quarter. Well, there's 14 minutes left.
Yeah.
Like everybody is tight with Alabama to a point until they do their rush.
Yeah.
Of like,
I like
they beat Mississippi. Okay.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
Yeah. That'd be interesting. Mississippi.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see what's his face can do.
Kiffin.
Yeah. Old Kiffin.
It's always something with him.
Yeah.
It's like, boys should have a good team, but
yeah.
They should have done this, but like.
Yeah. When does the butt stop?
Yeah.
Yeah. Auburn.
Put a plug in.
Yeah. Nice.
Thanks.
Call back.
Thanks.
Auburn.
Yeah.
Oh, Hugh Freeze coming in. Watch them do something.
Can they, though?
No, they can't.
Because you can't pay anybody anymore because you're allowed to. So how can he?
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. There's a lot of new faces in a lot of places that.
I can't tell you what's got to be worse now is like Hugh Freeze better fucking do something.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you listen to people talk about the SEC, the Iron Bowl isn't even a fucking thing. They talk about Alabama, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Of like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
I mean, the kick six wasn't that fucking long ago.
No, it wasn't. And it was awesome.
That was amazing.
It was so good. No, but you're right, though. It's not talked about. It's very, very not competitive anymore.
And they kept Gus around for so fucking long.
Yeah.
Like, you're shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
exactly. Bad.
Oh, you're going to sprint your quarterback out, and then maybe he can pitch it, and then he'll pitch it once, and then maybe that cornerback will come up, and you can throw it to the receiver over his head. That's your whole fucking offense.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, maybe try something.
Yeah. Maybe try something.
But in Vanderbilt, we can talk about them.
Yeah. Why?
Of how their stadium's not even fucking. How do you not get your fucking stadium done? They're holding the scoreboard up
with cranes.
With fucking cranes. Of what the fuck is going on?
I saw that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh man!
Like, how is that?
How do you shit
like,
the bed
how
that
is that
bad?
Not.
Yeah.
I mean,
how are you able to still host that thing?
Yeah.
Like that's embarrassing.
Something tells me like that's like fucking OSHA.
Yeah. I mean, I would have been like, no, we need to have like a neutral game somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't want to show anybody how bad this looks right now that we couldn't get this shit done. Yeah.
And it looks now. Obviously, I don't know stadium construction.
Yeah.
Not one of my
fortes.
Yeah. But like, it doesn't even look fucking close.
No.
Like,
there's not even I-beams up.
Yeah.
To
Like
bolt
it was
in.
like not even. Not only did you miss the start of the season, it looks like it's not even
ready to go.
Like you weren't fucking close.
It's not ready for your next home game, is what it looks like.
I'm pretty sure they probably, and I'm going to say probably, have like a really good engineering program at Vanderbilt, mainly because all their shit's pretty good. That there isn't one person there that's like, hey, this plan's not going to work. There's no fucking way they can do this fast. You know, weather exists. Like, and it's, if we get some rain and shit, you can't work that. Like, you got to build that shit in.
We just started last week.
Yeah.
They have another home game this week, so we'll see what the level, how fast those guys work. Yeah. But they have 2 weeks off after that, so I'd really bank on that when they come back in October.
But
it's crazy. Your Division I school.
Yeah.
Vanderbilt's not a cheap place to go to school.
No.
Plenty of money there over in Vandy, and then the stadium's not done.
It's like they want to kick you out of the fucking league anyways.
Yeah.
Like you have no reason being in that league.
Now.
They keep you in there because you're Vanderbilt,
Mm-hmm.
and they can up their GPAs across the board just by having you. It's the same reason that fucking Northwestern's in the Big Ten.
Mm-hmm.
I mean.
Yes.
But like, even to think about, like, you know, when Ohio State's done stuff or when Michigan did some revamps last year, it's like the last game of the year happens on Saturday, and on Monday they're tearing shit up. It's like, did you guys wait till like, hey, if we want to be open, November 28th is our last game. Fucking November 29th.
Yep.
We are in here tearing shit up.
Yes.
Like, that's the only way to do it.
Only way it works. Yeah. Yeah, I was shocked.
In Michigan, then they kind of redid some, I think put some suites in, and did they make their, I think they made their lights permanent.
Oh, really?
Because they used to rent them.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Towers.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't know that. So they just put in stadium lights and then made some suites and stuff.
I think they redid their, because suites that's just the way it's going now.
Yeah.
And plus, you can just tack onto the top because the fucking top seats of that stadium's only like 10 feet above the ground.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, we just put these trailers up on like some scaffolding and like, it's like, oh, we have these suites now.
That's how it works.
It is such a weird thing of like, there's 110,000 people in this stadium and this fucking thing is just a bowl. I mean, it's nothing. I mean, it's like, it's just a weird
setup of it.
But then also thinking of like being a fat guy, like, hey man, we got front row seats. And then like you walk in, it's like, oh my God, it's fucking 400 rows down. And I have
to. I've never been there.
No?
Have you? I mean, have you
been? Not for a game.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I've been there. I've seen it.
Oh, okay. No, I've never even seen it. Now, I've heard it's a fun place to go watch football game.
Yeah. It has to be.
Yeah. I mean, like when you explain it, and I've seen pictures of it.
Just
there doesn't seem
underground.
Like,
I mean,
it doesn't seem like there's a bad seat in the house.
No. It's just a big circle.
Yeah.
Or not a circle. It's more of an oval. Because the way the football field is shaped, you can't really do a circle.
No, you can't. You cannot.
But then like all the schools start to like when they add shit, they kind of base it off of where like, hey, I think Ohio State did the same thing where they dropped the field level. Like when they finally took the track out, and they could add seats, but the only way to do that is you got to drop the field down.
Yeah. Yeah. That's cool.
Plus, I wonder if I wonder what the original thought was of doing that. Of like, probably something like, hey, we'll keep it out of the wind, by coming down. But then it probably causes a swirling effect of like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Well, isn't that part of the thing with the shoe? Like it gets a big gust, swirls.
Yeah, because you leave those two corners open.
Yeah.
And how it swings through there.
That's what I thought. I thought their stadium kind of did that too when it gets windy.
Well, because that was always the thing too, like of because Cleveland's that way, just obviously it's on the way it is on the lake. Of that Phil Dawson, obviously, however long he was there, fucking phenomenal kicker.
Mm-hmm.
That he had to go around the stadium and would put his own flags up.
Oh yeah,
to say, hey, because they'd always show it's called the Phil Dawson flag. Like it's under one deck, but off to the side. It's like that's the only flag in here that's accurate to what it's doing on the field. Everything else is blowing this way, but it is like a fucking tornado in here.
Yeah, yeah.
Bad enough to where that fucking kicker is going to lose his job.
Yeah.
He is terrible.
He is terrible. Terrible. It's so bad that Phil tweeted, hey, I'm available if you need me. That guy's 50. Phil's awesome. He was fucking automatic, though.
He traded to the fucking Niners or whatever it was.
But how the hell you let that guy go? That guy retires
he
a
was
Brown.
Your only him and fucking Joe Thomas.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I remember seeing that because they do that and the Browns draft that kid where they draft him mainly because the year before, because it's a copycat league, the Bengals draft.
What's his face?
Yeah, and he goes fucking 12 for 12 in the goddamn playoffs heading to the Super Bowl. It's like, well, we better draft a kicker.
Yeah.
Well, they're different. He also took the cap off a fucking water bottle.
Yeah. Kickers are...
That's probably the only good thing that came out of Florida in the last 20 years.
We were just talking about how we find it funny that you guys have still never met. Yeah. And anytime there's a chance to shit on somebody, just talking about that.
That is one of the coolest fucking videos when he did that.
Oh, yeah.
Kicking in there and spending that time. I'd like to know how many fucking attempts it took.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the fact that if you kicked it and hit the fucking water bottle is a big deal anyways.
Yes.
But just to touch it.
Just to zip, zip. That'd be cool.
Yeah, it is funny.
But kickers, it's one of the weirdest positions because there's such a dramatic difference between all of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like like the kid from Cincinnati, all right, hits the cap off the bottle. And then you got other guys who are like just banking, just crossing their fingers, dotting their I's. I just need to get this between the upright. And then you got a guy like Justin Tucker, who just absolutely fucking phenomenal.
Fucking perfect.
Yeah, perfect. I mean, and in every aspect of what he does, he's perfect.
Yep.
And it's weird like that. And then you got the dude that was at the Rams for the longest time, could just kick the shit out of the ball.
Yeah.
But couldn't put it in between the uprights. Like I can kick the ball off 90 yards, but I don't have any accuracy. It's just weird how that goes.
It is. It really is of like, putting it into that golf thing of like, go hit that 4-foot putt and you miss it.
Yeah.
And then on the next hole, when you have a 4-footer of like, don't miss it, don't you? Boy, you're going to look stupid if you miss this.
Yep.
And like it just starts stacking. Like with McPherson, like his fucking confidence level.
Oh.
And like the fucking swagger that he walks.
Yeah.
Like that's a big deal for a kicker. And then, like, obviously, you listen to McAfee and them talk of, like, he's like, CNF, like, when people put those online, like, look how big this guy's leg is. He's like, what's the NFL?
Everybody, yeah.
Like, everybody has a huge leg. Like, they might not have Justin Tucker's leg.
Yeah.
But you're talking about, like, a 55-yard field goal. You're expected to fucking make that in the NFL. That's not a big kick. Like, make it.
Yeah. It's a big kick, but it's not a big
in the NFL. That's hey, we're expecting to fucking score here, so...
Yeah. We're going to get on the 30 and you're better get warmed up.
Yeah. And that is my favorite thing too of like, hey, what's your good line? If you get to the 30, we're easily fine.
Yeah.
And then every team gets there and they don't try to gain another fucking yard. Hey, you said
crazy.
This is good. It's like, feel free to make it a little closer.
Well, that's one of the things that I really noticed watching that quarterback, right? The documentary on Netflix, the quarterback one. Cincinnati Chiefs, they're doing the AFC Championship game.
Yeah.
Burrow throws that pick,
Yeah.
Right at the end of the game, right? And then the Chiefs got to come make that drive, basically the game-winning drive.
Yeah.
Mahomes goes, let's go get a field goal, guys. And like it's cheering. Like he didn't say let's go score. He said let's go get the field goal.
Yeah.
It's crazy how that is. That's the mindset, which is awesome.
Yep.
It's great, but it's like, man.
Well, then you get Butker going, feel free to get it to the 10.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, do what you can, guys.
But then I was like thinking about
But
that.
he's got to be shitting his pants.
Yeah.
Because if they don't get that flag, they're not in field goal range.
No, they're going to throw a Hail Mary.
Yes, exactly. That's I mean, fuck.
Like, I hadn't thought about that game in a while, but like what a fucking weird game that was. Of like they got to replay third down once. They got this call. This happened. Of like then it ends with a. People are like, well, yeah, but he wasn't out of bounds. It's a fuck quarterback. You can't fuck touch him.
He was out of bounds.
You have to flag it.
Yes.
Every single fucking time.
Yes.
He's an idiot. He shouldn't have done it.
Now, if the dude is angling out of bounds, you don't hit him.
Yeah.
You
gotta
don't
give
hit
it to him.
Yeah. That's just that's what everybody else does.
But then, like, I would have liked to seen what happened if he didn't.
Yeah.
Because now you're probably going to overtime again, which that would have been awesome, mainly for the fact of like every game they play goes to fucking overtime.
Yeah. No, that was it was a good one, but I just thought that was the mindset. Everybody's mindset is we got to get to the field goal line. We don't need anything else. We just got to get to the field goal line. It was just the different mindsets of different game scenarios and things like that.
Well, you look at that of like Ohio State.
Yeah.
They get to that field goal line and still have another play to run and really didn't try to gain any yards.
No.
Like, hey, like this is college and like that kicker's okay at best. He's not great. Of like,
no.
Maybe you think if you pick up another 5 to 8 yards, he won't.
Yeah.
Because the reason he hit that hook is because he had to try to kill that fucking ball because you're on the outside of what his leg is.
You're right there. You're on the cusp.
Yeah. Like he's got to hit it perfect.
That's not a routine kick for that guy.
And like you didn't even fucking try.
No.
I think they just fucking ran the ball, didn't they?
Yeah.
And then called a timeout and then tried to kick it.
Yeah.
Like,
throw a little hitch or something. Do something. Do something different.
Yeah.
I mean, try to help that kid out a little bit.
And you can't get sacked, but do something.
Yeah.
I mean,
hey, where you at? What's your goal line? Like the 25 is like my max. Like you gotta get there. All right. We're at the 26. Could you just get just a little bit more? Like this 35-yard field goal is not my cup of tea here.
We do have to talk about this.
Okay.
The fucking Cowboys trade
for Trey Lance. Yeah.
What a swing and a fucking miss.
And
I understand like what people are saying of like, and it probably is like as far as you can't say the kid's a bust because he really hadn't fucking played.
Yeah.
Like bust wise, like the whole Ryan Leaf thing because he just fucking melted down. Like that's different. This kid's never played. But worst draft pick as in hey, you gave up 3 future first-round draft picks to move up to take this guy.
Yeah.
And now you traded him away for a 4th-round pick.
Yep.
Like, that's pretty fucking bad.
That is really bad.
And then when you look at it, like, Mac Jones was there.
Yep.
Justin Fields was there.
Yeah.
Justin Fields was basically on you're hoping this kid can get good enough to be where Justin Fields is currently.
Yeah.
Like that was your whole goal.
Uh-huh. You had 3 quarterbacks there.
Yeah.
That would have been ready to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird.
And I don't I understand the Cowboys, they need a backup quarterback. That was just kind of a weird.
Yeah, no, I get that.
I really didn't expect them to be the ones doing that.
No, me either. Well, I mean, if they don't want to pay Dak.
And they shouldn't, because he's terrible. But
no, I mean,
and if you want a backup quarterback, you want one that plays
similar to
yes, and he throws a bunch of interceptions.
Yeah,
and the knock on Trey Lance is he's so inaccurate.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody was like, oh, if they didn't hit on Brock Purdy, then they would be fired. I'm like, well, yes and no,
Maybe.
and no.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, you're not firing Kyle Shanahan. You're not firing they've done so many other things.
Yeah.
Yes, this was a horrible, horrible, horrible decision to pick. It's not even. It's not even them picking him. It's what they did to go get him.
Yeah.
Is what the horrible part is. But like you guys have done so many other good things. Like this is your slap on the wrist. Like, hey, fucking make sure this doesn't fucking happen again.
Yeah.
You know. But no, I mean, people are like, oh, they need fired. No, they just went to the NFC Championship game last year. Like, no, they're fine.
Yeah, why would you do that?
They're fine. It didn't work out.
Yeah, if they were 2-15,
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
AFC or NFC Championship game, and quarterbacks got hurt on like back-to-back fucking plays. It really wasn't.
Yeah.
And your gunner got slung out of bounds and hit fucking Bosa in the knee and kind of fucked him up. Like, when does that happen?
Yeah, exactly.
Then you had a punt that hit a fucking wire that they never. I mean, like, shit happened. That was a weird game.
Weird game.
But then also, like, if they didn't hit on Purdy and Trey played, they still made the playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck, they went to the Super Bowl the one year with Jimmy G. He threw 8 passes.
Yeah.
So, they can figure out how to fucking get there.
Yes.
I mean.
Yeah, and that's they're getting there based off of everybody else, not the quarterback.
Yeah.
The worst part is you just gave up your draft picks to get this kid. That's the only.
That's it.
That's it. In the grand scheme of things, you'll get him back.
Yeah.
You'll get him back.
Of the top 5 quarterbacks in every draft class, there's maybe only one that is worth a fuck.
Yeah.
That's just kind of the way it is.
And right now, out of that draft class, none of them are.
Who's all in it?
I mean, Hurts is the best one out of that class. What year did he get picked? Do you remember?
No.
Oh, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
2 years, 3 years ago? So the 20...
Well, because Justin Fields and Mac Jones have played 2 years, haven't they?
Yeah. This will be their third year. So what would that be? 2020 NFL draft?
Yeah. Yeah, well, it was a COVID year.
Okay. Sorry, throw my phone there. Fuck.
Look it up now, Google. Or fucking Safari, whoever you use. I don't know.
Google. I'm a Google guy.
Me too.
Player selections.
Down with iPhones. That Safari is a joke. Who goes to a Safari for answers?
Nope, it's 2021.
2021?
Yeah.
Would have been the 2020 season.
Yeah. Let's see here.
I can't remember who the first... Well, it would have been Trevor Lawrence, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Was he the first?
Yeah. So Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, Trey Lance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Trevor Lawrence was good last year.
Yeah.
Hasn't done anything since.
Seems like you got a guy there.
Yeah. Zach Wilson got benched.
Yeah. Trey Lance got benched and traded.
Yeah.
And you don't know about Justin Fields.
Yeah. And
or Mac Jones.
Or Mac Jones.
Like like Mac Jones doesn't have a good year this year. He's getting cut.
Yeah.
Because the Patriots aren't going to put up with that shit.
No. And then Kyle Trask. Hey, did you know Kyle Trask was picked in the first round? Or the second round?
Second or third. Yeah.
We've been calling him a 7th round pick. Davis Mills, Kellen Mond. I'm just naming other quarterbacks.
Well, but that's the other thing too. Like fucking Davis Mills has more fucking wins and
Trey Lance.
And he played for Houston. So, but that is still a weird stat when you look at all his college and NFL experience. He still has less than 500 passes.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't play in college.
Yeah.
Not only did you not play, the games he played was at North Dakota State. Not anything against North Dakota State. They're phenomenal.
Yeah. They run the ball.
For a AA fucking school. I mean, who'd you play against?
Who runs the football?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Who'd you play against? Yeah. Nobody.
We played Boise State that one year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Awesome. Is that the worst? The fact that Boise State is still getting credit?
Yeah, for their...
You beat Oklahoma.
Yeah. 15.
In a game that Oklahoma obviously did not want to fucking play.
What? Almost, is it? It's probably close to 20 years now, isn't it?
Well, obviously it was in the BCS era.
15 years? Like 08?
Yeah, something like that.
09?
But you still get credit for that. And LeGarrette Blount knocking out one of your fucking players.
Yeah, he fucking cold cocked his ass.
That guy, man.
He did. He did, man. He fucking cold cocked that dude. Oh, man.
But yeah, like they said, well, Boise State's a good squad. It's like, are they? Like, they haven't done anything. Like, since he left, because he went to Washington, then he never did anything at Washington.
2007.
And they still living off of that.
Well.
I guess he did make the playoffs, didn't he, in Washington the one year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then he retired for some reason, like just out of nowhere.
The coach?
Yeah.
Didn't he retire the same year Urban retired?
Might have been.
Right after that bowl game where they played each other?
Could have been.
I think he did.
Chris Peterson.
Mm-hmm.
Of like you were the, oh, shit.
Yeah.
And it's like.
You were known for turning shit programs into winning programs.
Yeah.
And then when Washington
just took him to the playoffs. I mean.
Yeah.
Was he the coach then?
Yeah, they took him to the playoffs. Yeah, he took him to the playoffs. And then they went, I think it was like the very next year, they played Ohio State in the Rose Bowl or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Haskins last year there.
Okay. Yeah, that was still living off of that. Okay.
Yeah, weird. Yeah, their blue field's weird.
It fucking bothers my eyes.
Yeah, it does. I always like when they had the NCAA games, I always like to play. I would play like it would be because you could choose where you played.
Right.
It'd be like Ohio State versus Michigan at Boise.
Yeah.
Play on the blue field.
Well, then was Washington State did the red field or something like that? Then the NCAA is like, hey, no more.
No
like
more
it's going to be fucking green.
Yep.
Like this is
ridiculous.
This is getting a little fucking crazy.
Little much. Yeah. But yeah, the Trey Lance thing, it's not shocked that he was traded.
No, I'm just shocked that he's in Dallas.
Yeah.
Of
all the teams.
Because you're also paying him.
Yeah.
Like that shit's guaranteed.
Yeah.
Like you just traded a 4th round pick to pay guaranteed money on a top 5 fucking money tree.
Yeah.
For a backup.
Yeah.
Like who was their backup?
Oh, what was his name? He was the redheaded dude.
I didn't narrow it down.
I know. What was his name?
Andy Dalton's not there, man.
I know.
In Carolina, he's the only redheaded guy.
Yeah, you're right.
One redhead.
Who was? Or I forget his name.
Wasn't it somebody from New England or something?
I don't think he was from New England. I forget his name. Cooper Rush.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't he go in and win a game last year?
A couple of them whenever Dak was hurt there.
Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Why are we? So like all of a sudden Cooper Rush started he started like 4 games, didn't he?
Yeah.
He went like 3-1.
3-1, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Hell, so now you're going to cut him?
The one year, I think he led a game-winning drive against like Minnesota or New York or something like that.
Because that's one of those things too.
Sunday Night Football.
They are doing a thing to where you can do that third quarterback again.
Yeah.
Which I think that guy's got to be on the practice squad, which means you have to cut them.
Yeah.
And then re-sign him. So now, are you going to cut Trey Lance or are you going to cut Cooper Rush to put him on the...
Yeah, put him on the...
like somebody's going to... And then as soon as you do that, he's got to clear waivers.
Yeah, and somebody will pick him up.
And it's not like you have him under a contract that's not, you have him on a minimum.
Yeah, exactly.
So anybody could pick him up.
Yeah, it's just a weird scenario there why you traded for him.
And and mainly thinking that, your backup quarterbacks matter, but not really.
Mm-hmm.
Like it mattered for San Francisco, but not really. They didn't ask that kid to do a lot.
No.
But like when your quarterback's hurt, like your season's kind of fucking over.
Mm-hmm.
Like for the most part.
For the most part. Unless you have an offense like San Francisco.
But like if you're Dak, that you're kind of in that getting ready to go in that contract negotiations again, like you just traded for a 1st round fucking quarterback. Well, like what are you saying to Dak?
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
Hey, you
man.
suck.
Yeah. We got to get somebody better than your backup. Well, think about it like this. Like you said, if your quarterback gets hurt, your season's over. Think if Jalen Hurts gets hurt, you think Marcus Mariota is going to lead him to the Super Bowl again?
God, he looked bad.
Yeah. No, it's not. It matters. Like Sense.
Yeah, it's like you're not going to have that Tom Brady thing. Like that shit doesn't work.
Yeah. That's weird.
Yeah, Mariota.
Ooh, really fell off. Really
can't
fell
do
off.
it.
Yeah.
When you think that would be like that's right up his alley in Philly. Like that's the fucking offense you ran.
Yeah, you should be.
You were in it's preseason, but you looked fucking
horrible,
bad.
Yeah.
fucking Steelers look really good.
They do.
Like the AFC North is a fucking problem.
Yeah. Problem for each other.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about everybody else, but it's fuck. Whew, you're going to have a lot of splits in that one.
Well, they started reading that off. Obviously, AFC North, they all play the same teams for the most part. Now the Bengals got a tougher schedule because they got to play the Chiefs and the Bills and But like you look at the Steelers' schedule,
not bad.
Like they instantly have 5 wins.
Yeah.
I mean,
let's see let's see how good it is.
Play the Rams, they play the Cardinals, they play.
Yeah, so they open up with the Niners.
Yeah.
Then Browns, Raiders, Texans, Ravens, Rams, Jags, Titans, Packers, Browns, Bengals, Cardinals, Patriots, Colts, Bengals, Seahawks, Ravens. Yeah, there's some
fucking
wins
9
there.
wins there.
Yeah.
Like if they get to 9 wins, that's a fucking problem.
I mean, if they come out and beat the Niners right off the bat.
Yeah.
They could.
Well, you have to look at that. Like, if you say the Steelers just fucking split the division, and get 3 wins,
yeah,
that's a schedule that can.
You're going to split.
Yeah, for the most part, you don't get swept.
You know what I mean? You're going to split. Yeah, it's rare that they get swept by any of them anymore. Either way, just the fucking division's tough as shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think in that division, to me, the Browns are going to be better. Deshaun Watson is going to play as bad as he did last. They're going to be better. But the biggest one to me is the Ravens.
Yeah.
New offensive coordinator.
Yep.
Lamar.
Odell.
Is your running back room all hurt still? Can anybody play in that room?
Well, J.K. Dobbins wasn't right last year.
Yeah.
But when he was there, he fucking ran the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
And now he's only going to be better.
Mm-hmm. And your defense, and you lost a couple guys in the secondary. You lost Calais Campbell up front. I mean, you lost some dudes, but I think they are the biggest question mark in that division.
Yeah.
For just because they've always, they made the playoffs last year.
Yeah. Should have won. With backup quarterback.
With Tyler Huntley. Yeah. Just interesting. And then with the whole, it looked like Lamar was holding out or whatever, all the drama there. It's like, okay, is he good? Is he fine? Is everybody happy? You know what I mean? It's just odd. So to me, they're the biggest question mark because the Browns are the Browns.
Yeah.
They're always going to be the Browns. They could win 10 games or they could win 5 games.
Yeah.
You never know. They have on paper, they have a fantastic roster.
Phenomenal.
Fantastic roster. But they got to do some Brown shit. And then, I just saw the Ravens. Well, they just signed Jadeveon Clowney too.
Yeah. Somebody said that it's like he just looks like a Raven.
Yeah.
Look, I don't know what you mean. But I get it.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what that means either, but yeah. But yeah, the offense. I think the offense is really the biggest thing. He's had one offense his whole time in Baltimore.
Yeah.
For him, they designed that offense for him because they had a completely different one for Flacco.
Right.
So now you're coming in with a college. Now I know he was in the NFL for a little bit, but the guy got his name back up there with college. Are you going to run college shit? Or are you going to run NFL shit? Are you going to put him in the pocket? Are you going to do some play act? What are you doing with him?
Well, that was a weird thing too. Like it was an offense for him.
Yeah.
But didn't do him any favors.
No. I mean,
it's like you did nothing to fucking help him.
Yeah. You brought college shit to the NFL,
which is fine. But you still need NFL players, and you did. Like they never even attempted to get him a receiver, and when they got him one, they traded him. I mean,
exactly. Yeah, I mean, Mark Andrews is his best target.
Yeah.
Now Odell might bring in some. They say that Zay Flowers they drafted is being legit, and so that could that's helpful. Just interesting. That's why to me I think they're one of the more interesting teams in that because I think the Steelers they're gonna win games. They just find out ways to win.
Well, he's been there for 20 years.
Yeah,
and he's never had a losing season. So let's figure that he's going to find a way to win some fucking games.
Yeah. And that defense can be really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
As long as TJ Watt stays healthy.
Yep.
If he gets, because every time that he gets hurt,
they lose games.
They lose.
Yeah. Yeah. Hell, I didn't realize the other guy on the other side of the line, that Highsmith, was like top 5 in sacks at the end of the year last year.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Like, fuck. Good for him.
It's amazing the guys that, like, when you look at the sack leaders, it's amazing how many of those names you don't fucking know.
I know, because you're typically the opposite guy of the main one, That's, it was either when Dwight Freeney and Robert Mathis were on their tear, it was either one or the other.
Yep.
They weren't both up there.
Yeah, they were both well known.
Well known as good pass rushers, but none of them were in the top 5 at all. Just like with the Steelers, it was, Joey Porter. It was never the other guy. You know what I'm saying? Or if it was the other, it was just off weird. It's always one or the other.
That is a weird thing too. Is how the fuck is Cam Hayward still playing? Like, man, he is.
He is, and he's still high level playing.
Yeah.
What not last football season? So 2 football seasons ago, he was an All Pro.
Yeah.
But an All Pro at like 37, or I'm sure he's younger than that, but
not much.
Yeah, you're right. Not much younger than that. But he's still playing every down. That's the craziest part.
Yeah.
He's playing first down still.
That now yesterday with some, obviously I didn't watch any preseason games, so you just see the clips that you need to see of. I feel like Garrett Wilson's got to be pretty happy because that's a pass that was never going to be thrown by Zach Wilson.
Oh my God.
Ever going to be thrown. Like, hey, you're covered. I'm just going to kind of drop this over your head.
Yep. And
but
then,
on a line also.
Yeah, I'm just going to put it right on you. Yeah.
That was after that first series.
Everybody was like, boo.
Yeah, I seen that on Twitter of everybody like, this was going to be. You signed for guys. It's like, first of all, it's preseason.
Yeah.
Secondly, I think the fucking Giants zero blitzed them every
single play.
time, which never happens in the preseason.
No.
But it was like, all right. I mean,
yeah.
You think Rodgers isn't going to figure it out? Like, I love people that just hate him because they don't like him.
Yeah, I know.
It's like,
it makes no sense.
First of all, it's weird that you're that, like, you're not even a Jets fan. Like, I could see, if you were a Packers fan, I'd be fucking pissed.
Yeah.
Because it seems like he is having the time of his fucking life there.
It really
but then when you look at it, then you're going to be pissed at the Packers. Like, well, look at what they've done. They've went after people to get them fucking weapons. You guys never did anything. You're talking about, look at the weapons they got in Green Bay. It's like, yeah, they were rookies last year.
Yeah, exactly. They're not weapons yet.
They're not weapons yet.
No. The one thing that pissed me off, and Coward's the worst one about it, is he likes to just keep on like the digging train. Like if somebody is not liked, he just likes to keep stirring the pot. And I don't know if you saw the clip on Hard Knocks, but it's Randall Cobb, and the receivers are outside, and the receivers coach goes, "Anybody want to say anything of how we performed today?" And Randall Cobb, he's like, and he's basically telling like, "Hey, he's not going to throw you the ball if he doesn't trust you.
Yeah,
like know your plays, know your routes, know where you're supposed to be, or he's not going to throw you the ball. And if he doesn't throw you the ball, it's for a reason. So don't get butthurt." And Coward takes that. He goes, "That's just Aaron Rodgers not wanting to be the bad guy. He gets his veteran buddy in there to tell him how it goes. He just doesn't want to be the bad guy anymore." And I'm like, that's a veteran receiver trying to help out everybody else, because you don't see he's going to throw the ball to Garrett Wilson.
Yeah,
he's talking to the young guys who don't know yet. That, you know what I'm saying? He's talking to the guys who aren't elite.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing, too, of like if you're Cowherd saying that, it's like, hey, what in the last 3 years has made you think that Aaron Rodgers has any problem speaking his fucking mind?
Exactly.
Seems like he's been pretty fucking open.
Yes, exactly.
Well, but Cowherd has to make those points, too, because he's still got to get that list of quarterbacks who can't win the Super Bowl out.
Exactly. And put Haskins on it.
Technically, it was right, but
exactly.
Maybe don't do that.
Yeah. Jesus, idiot! I thought that was a fake.
Yeah,
and then it just keep getting more traction. I'm like, oh, this isn't fake. This is.
I'll tell you the one that got a shit ton of traction that was a fake.
Yeah.
Joe Klatt's top 5 quarterbacks.
Oh,
somebody made it. Put J.J. McCarthy as one.
There. Yeah,
and Klatt's like, this is not.
Yeah, exactly.
To the point of I was watching the Unnecessary Roughness.
Yeah, Barstool.
And they were all over. It's like there's no Joe Klatt doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
It's like, so you guys did zero fucking research on this shit. Like,
I saw that clip too.
And that's not even a lot of research. That's just happened. Just go to Joe Klatt's Twitter.
Yeah. I mean, put J.J. McCarthy as his number one.
And first of all, especially for the last 2 years, is Joe Klatt has been the biggest Caleb Williams fan.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck would he have
Yeah, he wouldn't put JJ McCarthy at number 1. Yeah, he's not an idiot.
But like they fucking ran hard on that.
Yeah.
Oh, he just doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
It's like, meh,
Yeah,
you look like an idiot.
It was on Titus's podcast, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and then you looked it up on the show and got the wrong one.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Well, it probably got more traction than the actual real one.
100% did.
Yeah, so when he Googled it, it was the first one that, or whatever, got it on Twitter. It was the first one that popped up. Moron.
I always like that because like when Klatt does that stuff, I don't know what his actual one was, but Caleb Williams number 1. I know that. But like when he does that stuff, it's like number 5, whoever Ohio State's quarterback is. And then it's like, no, it's like, it doesn't matter because you have Marvin Harrison Jr.
and all these other guys. And they said that
these other guys that
nobody knows yet.
Yeah, because it's Harrison and then Ibuka and then that Tate.
Yeah.
Where Marvin Harrison said he's as good as I was last year, which if that's the fucking case,
it's over.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, what are we doing here, man?
I understand you're lifting your guy up. There's no fucking way.
Yeah.
That he's as good as you were last year. There's no fucking way.
No way.
And if he is, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, exactly. If he is, holy fuck.
And he's your 3rd.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to guess you're saying that Mbuka is better than him.
I'm not an Mbuka fan. I don't think they use him to his best ability.
He's a slot guy.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I don't know. I don't think they use him like he should be used. Because they try to get him on those like fast screens and stuff like that. And he doesn't have that quick, you know what I mean? He doesn't have that quickness immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which he was the one that like they clocked at like 23 mile an hour or whatever.
Oh, was he?
No, it wasn't him. I said who was.
Oh, I don't know.
One of their younger ones.
One of the
that's
younger
like,
ones.
He's fucking faster than everybody.
Yeah.
And I don't think it was the Tate guy.
Yeah.
I think it was somebody else.
Who knows? That room's stacked anyway. But no, I think that's his biggest thing. It's like he's not the fast screen guy.
No.
You know, he's a route guy or, you know what I mean? He's a slot guy.
They always did that with Njigba too, and he is also not that guy.
No. That's Olave. Olave is that guy who has the speed now.
That speed.
Yes.
Because Olave, he just looked different. Because he was almost like, not saying he's fast as Ted Ginn, because he's not, because Ted Ginn was stupid. But they had that same look of like, they don't look fast, but boy, they're running away from everybody.
Exactly.
Like that long kind of effortless stride look of like,
yeah.
I tell you what, man, the more and more I think about the Saints and keep like,
they could be good. They could be real good.
Really good.
Really good. And that division is shit.
Terrible.
Yeah. Who do you think wins the quarterback job?
Where?
In Tampa. Trask or Mayfield?
Mayfield. They already announced that.
Oh, they did announce it. Okay.
Well, for now.
Well, now, yeah. So he throws 5 picks week 1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, if that's even... Like, the fact that it's even a competition means that they've already lost.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything bad about Kyle Trask, but... Like, if you've been in there for, 3 years now?
Yeah.
And one of those years he was with Brady.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the fact that they even signed Baker Mayfield just went to tell you that, hey, we don't think anything of you.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you wouldn't have signed Baker Mayfield.
We have to bring in this guy.
But then also, if you're Baker Mayfield getting signed and you're in a competition that you knew that they had no fucking faith in this guy, the fact that it's a competition at all means you all lose.
Yes. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
If you're Baker Mayfield, who has had some success in this league, and you're in a competition with this guy who's never played, this is a big deal.
And if you're sitting there and you're fucking Mike Evans and you're like going, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, here goes my 1,000-yard seasons.
Yeah.
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 I have the most.
Yeah.
Consecutive, and here it comes. That's one that, I know a few, maybe last month or something like that, Coward came out and said, like, he just had a segment like his immediate Hall of Famers. You see that one? Like, he goes, Hall of Famers that are in the league, like right now that are playing. And he was like Justin Tucker, Von Miller, those guys.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Mike Evans is there. Like, he's 100%. A Hall of Famer. He's had 9 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons, a Super Bowl ring. What else has he got to do?
Yeah.
But I mean, he's a Hall of Famer.
But it's a weird thing because he just doesn't have a name.
Yeah. Which
is weird.
But he's never had he had Tom.
Yeah.
He was having 1,000-yard seasons with Winston.
Yeah.
which is saying something.
Yeah.
Saying big time. And with other receivers.
Had one last year.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
With who? Oh, Tom played last year.
Yeah, Tom played
did he?
last year. Yeah, he played last year. Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
Yeah, he played last year.
It's one of those things, hey, 1 year,
Yeah.
6 months out of the league, pal. Get the fuck
Get
out of here.
Get out of my mind.
But yeah, that was always the weirdest thing for him. Like when he seen that Baker Mayfield signing, and I like Baker. I've always said I like Baker. But the fact that they signed him, he's got to go,
yeah.
No, but then again, he also knew that Kyle Trask obviously isn't good enough or you wouldn't sign him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You'd have signed somebody worse than Trask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd have signed a backup.
Yes. Yeah.
But you can't sign somebody like Baker Mayfield and say, hey, he'll push that Trask to be better. Because if he's got to push him after 2 years playing under Tom Brady,
that's a problem.
Yeah, you're not there, man.
Uh-huh.
Plus, their coach sucks.
Yeah, Bowles is not a head coach.
No,
he's a good DC.
Hell of a DC.
Real good DC, not a head coach.
But being a head coach and being super aggressive like he is,
yeah,
you can't always do that. You got to tie both sides of that in there, man. You can't.
We got balls on the wall.
Can't keep fucking blitzing all the time if they're beating you.
Yeah,
because now you know that you can't fucking score.
Yeah.
Artie Smith has that mustache though.
Yeah, he does.
So that might win it for him.
It might win them the division just with the mustache.
I'm most intrigued by Carolina because I just want to see Bryce Young.
Me too.
Because the way that still gets me, I know I talked about it last week, the fact of how he's
a bust already.
No, how he's able to dodge all the fucking tackles and not get hit hard, but Aaron Rodgers is not.
Yeah, exactly. He's gonna have to figure that out.
He just can't do it. Bryce Young can though.
Yeah.
Okay. Never played in the league before, but okay.
Hell, Aaron Rodgers is top 10 in rushing yards as quarterback.
I know.
No, he can't move.
Never been able to move.
Nope, can't move at all.
Well, when they were shitting on him last night, it's like, I'll tell you what, he moved a fucking lot and didn't get sacked.
Yeah, he had to because the offensive line's trash.
He just threw, 2 incompletions. Like, fucking ran 40 yards to throw that incompletion. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Fucking 40 years old.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's tired.
I struggled getting out of bed this morning.
Funny. Still got 2 weeks though.
That is the weird thing of like the last preseason games are today, right?
Yeah, tonight.
And then it's like 16 days, 17 days of like. That's what like we picked all our shit last week, thinking of like in my mind thinking, okay,
we got to get it out.
Got to get it out, and then it's like, oh, it's still
preseason.
Yeah,
we could have done it today or whatever.
Next week we'll be talking college football or whatever. Or, well, depending on when we do this thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was just too fucking hot, and I was doing too much work this week.
Yeah. You're good. You're all right.
It was so fucking hot.
It was.
I couldn't even have sat here and watched you in that heat. Oh, my God. It would have been.
I would have had to change shirts halfway through.
Yeah. Just sit here in my underwear.
Yeah.
Still sweating.
It's so hot.
All right. Anything else? You watch anything else?
No, I haven't watched shit. I've been watching Hard Knocks.
Oh. Okay.
And I started the second season of that Winning Time with the Lakers.
Oh.
But I think, I don't know how many episodes it is, but it's a good TV show. It's a good series.
Yeah, I watched that Detroiters. Obviously, I'm catching up. There's one more episode of Justified.
Yeah.
Be next week. And I watched Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Because you got to finish the fucking series if you're watching the series. It made me think because I'd kind of forgot about it. Like when the original one came out, the original animation of Sonic.
Yeah.
How when it hit the internet, everybody was like shit. Like they had to redo the whole fucking movie.
Yeah.
Of like.
Because it was ugly. It was stupid, right? It didn't make any sense.
It made him look like, he kind of looked like a villain.
Yeah.
And it looked like he had mange.
Yeah.
It was like, what the fuck?
This doesn't look anything like a video game.
Then you watch the movie and it's like, yeah, it looks like he did in the video game. Like, who made the decision to make him look fucking different?
Yeah. Let's make Sonic
it's a video game movie.
Let's make him look like a meth head who doesn't have a home.
Yeah. Jim Carrey. He was too much in the second one.
Yeah.
He was good in the first one. The first one was all right.
Yeah.
Second one's like, you could kind of tell, like the way the second one was shot is like, hey, we got Jim Carrey for like 4 days.
Yeah.
So let's
push Jim Carrey here.
Yeah, let's just do this and get this taken care of.
Nice.
Trying to think if I watched anything else, but I did see like fucking Equalizer 3's coming.
Yeah.
Like the second one was so
bad.
fucking terrible.
The one was bad.
Like, who was asking for this movie?
Yeah.
And I love Denzel Washington.
Same here.
But boy, man, that second one was so fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Like, I struggled to fucking finish it.
Did you? I mean, I remember watching it and thinking like, man, that was not his best.
And I don't know what they're doing at third. At some point in time, man, you're 70-some years old. You can't be fucking doing this.
There's no way you're still whooping these guys' asses. I mean, jeez.
Even worse, you bringing Queen Latifah in now to do it? Like she's kicking anybody's ass? Let's get this overweight lady. Tell you, she'll be good at kung fu.
I always think the same thing. Like, just because she's big, she thinks she can whoop somebody's ass?
There's one, like, commercial or whatever for that show.
Yeah.
Where it's like it's her on the ground and like an explosion in the background and then her getting up.
Yeah.
You know, with the explosion. Like the struggle for her to get up. It just looks like a chubby person trying to get up, and it's not graceful.
Yeah.
It's like
it's like she had to catch her steps.
Yeah.
She almost lost her balance getting up.
It's like I just want to see that. I would love for them, like when that series is over, it's like, hey, this last episode, we're just gonna do it. Where like she goes to catch this guy, and it's always some big bodybuilder, fucking like 6'5".
Yeah, that she has to take down.
Yeah. Like, and then they just do like the guy just beats the fuck out of her.
This is what really would happen.
But yeah, it's just like you're not even in shape.
Yeah.
So you're the best.
Yeah,
You're not even.
Yeah, you're not. There's no way.
It's like fucking Lizzo fighting.
Yeah.
But you gotta look that one up. Like her getting off the ground.
Yeah.
It's just like you can hear it in your mind, like my belly's in the way. Trying to tie my shoes.
Yeah. I can't do a sit up. I gotta roll on my side first and then push myself up.
Well, yeah. I can't even describe it. It was just like, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
You don't look like you. No.
You're struggling to get off the ground, lady.
You're struggling to go up these stairs.
Yeah.
And at what point in time was it ever like, hey, you know who'd be a good action star? Queen Latifah.
I know.
Like there's a shit ton of women that could have played this fucking role.
Uh-huh.
She's maybe the last.
Yeah. Well, they had to get
anybody.
I don't think everybody else was like, no. Like, well, who haven't we tried? Who haven't we tried?
Yeah. You know who'd be good? Queen Latifah.
That marketing room had been like, what the fuck?
And it's been on for a long time. I mean, I can't imagine it does any ratings just because TV shows don't really do ratings anymore.
No.
But it's like, okay.
Yeah.
And then it's like you're going to have to do what you do. Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
What? You mean eat?
Yeah. As soon as I finish this piece of sweet potato pie. I don't know why you said that.
I do. I know why you said it. I know exactly what he said.
Oh, God.
Oh, shit.
That is some of my favorite things, just like terrible fucking casting choices of like that. And first of all, the show's based off a fucking movie. Like, why are we
doing that?
Why did you switch genders? Why wasn't it just like, I assumed it was meant originally when it was pitched. I assume it was like, hey, here's the movie. He's obviously retired in this movie.
Yeah.
Let's go back to when he was actually in.
Yes. Yeah.
Maybe he had a late life sex change.
Maybe.
But it's like, but boy, like some of the castings are just like,
yeah, what the hell?
What are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man.
I think I'm going to find something to watch today.
Yeah. You got to go in tonight?
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh, let's go in tomorrow, though.
Yeah. Monday. I start work tomorrow, so.
Case of the Mondays.
Yeah.
Well, that was a weird one. is a school down here.
Okay.
Always starts on a Thursday every year, which is fucking weird.
Yeah.
They started on Thursday. It was like 95 fucking degrees.
Yeah,
so their first day, they did a half a day because it was too fucking hot.
And they did it on Friday, too.
Yeah.
Their first 2 days were half days.
Half days.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is this?
Morons. Oh.
Which that school's so old, I don't know if they have air conditioning.
The elementary schools do not. They don't even have windows.
It's just a block.
No. Sorry.
It's just a block fucking building.
Prison. No, sorry. They don't have window air conditioners. Sorry, I should window units. Is what I should have
windows,
said.
Just fucking cinder blocks.
Cinder blocks keeps all the heat in. Yeah,
it's like the fucking iPhone factories over in fucking China.
Yeah,
and take all the fucking windows out.
You guys are
put fucking
working.
nets up.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. It was that they could never work again. That was the reasoning.
Yeah.
We had to put nets up because all our employees keep fucking jumping. But hey, get them fucking blue text bubbles though.
Yeah, we got it, baby.
That is still the funniest thing of it, like that being a thing. Obviously,
like
I use Android, so mine's green or whatever.
Yeah,
like the fact that it just like drives people nuts.
Yeah,
like fucking why?
Yeah,
I never even paid attention to the color. I don't see color.
Yeah. Totally.
But it's like people freak out. Like I've seen boyfriend, girlfriends break up over text bubble color.
Really?
Yes.
Seriously?
100%.
That's funny.
Oh, you don't have an iPhone? You're a loser. You have green chat bubble? I mean, that's a real fucking thing.
That happened? Oh,
wow.
Man, I'm a piece of shit.
Maybe that's why I've been struggling with my life, because for like the last 6 years, I've used Androids.
The last 6 years?
Maybe longer than that.
You said struggle with my life. So this is my last 6 years?
It's been a tough last 6 years. 7. 40.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just always a funny thing. It was like people saying that of like, just join the rest of the world. It's like, well, the rest of the world uses Android. It's like 3 to 1. It's like 3 to 1 Android over fucking Apple.
Yeah.
So what are you fucking talking about?
Join America is what you're saying.
But it was like, obviously, because my phone's a couple years old, so they keep, now all my advertising is for whatever the upgrades are.
Mm-hmm.
Those foldable phones now.
Oh, yeah.
It's fucking like $2,000.
Oh, my God.
Like the Pixel Fold or whatever.
Yeah.
Like $1,800.
Oh, my God.
Like, who's fucking buying this? I mean, I almost bought it, but not gonna.
Yeah.
But like like a Pixel is like $800.
Yeah.
Why the fuck?
This one that folds, it's going to break.
Yeah. There's no way. This is the first generation.
Yeah, it's going to break.
There's no way this works properly.
No way.
No way.
No way it works at all. Yeah.
I can't imagine like when Apple comes out with the Fold. I mean, their normal phone's like $1,300, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh,
for an iPhone or 15 or something.
It's close.
If they do a foldable one, it should be like $38,000.
Yeah.
Take out a student loan.
Take out a mortgage.
But like,
yeah.
The funny thing is like to buy that of like how many times would you even actually fucking use it?
Yeah.
You just use the outside kids. Well, oh yeah, I can watch and stuff. It's like, yeah, but then you have like no one hand operation when you're watching Pornhub.
Yeah.
Like, how are you fast forwarding to the money shot?
Yeah. I just like the end.
I like to see him finish. There's jizz everywhere.
Jizz everywhere.
Oh, God. Man. You got to watch that show.
I will. I'll watch it. I'll watch it.
And this isn't like I kind of knew that you would never like Shoresy just because I liked it.
Well, that's not the thing.
No, I mean, but like I knew that wasn't going to be.
Yeah.
This one, though.
I'll try to watch it.
I think you're going to fucking like it.
Yes. I'll watch it.
Because obviously you've laughed at.
Yes. I think you should leave.
It's basically that if it was just a fucking show.
Yeah. I'll definitely watch it.
Fucking ad salesman.
The hot water already got me laughing.
Well, they shoot a lot of fucking ads. All right, let's end this thing.
All right. WideSide.